Let me tell y'all something. God is awesome in everything that he does. And he's very strategic. He knows exactly what he's doing. So yesterday, and he allowed me to experience this for myself. So I had to come on here and give it to you guys as well, because this is what he has led me to share with you. So, you know, kind of like a phenomenon, it snowed down here in the South, right? And it wasn't the little bit that you would think. It did a little something, something down here. It did a little something, something. So, um, so what I wanted to share with you guys is I was in prayer and I was praying about something personal for me. And he told me, he said, go outside. And I was like, this is still morning time, y'all. So you know it's cold. You know what the weather was like. I was still in my PJs. Thank God we got a fence. But I was still in my PJs. Um, but nevertheless, so I went outside, you know, Jesus help me. I went outside and he said, and I just stayed, just stood on my porch and just looked at everything. And he said, "Hey, I want you to go walk over there," because I saw a long stem. And I said, "Okay." But in any event, so as I walked over to this flower, okay, and it was the only one in the midst of our backyard that was covered in snow. It was the only one sticking up out of the snow. And you'll see the picture because I'm posted. Um, but either way, when I saw it, he says, in the midst of everything going wrong, I will still cause you to grow. Say what? Um, for real, boy, that made something in me just leap. I was excited about, what he was sharing with me. And he wanted me to share with you. No matter everything that you're going through, everything that the enemy is dumping on you, no matter what, he says, I will cause you to grow in the midst of your adversity. See, sometimes we think that because of everything that we're going through, the mess, the ugliness, the dirt, the mud, the mire, the muck, all of that, we don't think that there's space to grow, or we think that we're supposed to just go through it, go through it, grow through it, yada, yada, yada. But as if there isn't something on the other side of this. Okay, so let's take a breather and let me slow this down for you. So when God spoke that thing to me, when he said, I will cause you to grow in the midst of the mess that you're going through, in the midst of everything that you're going through, I will cause you to grow. See, something in me, it wasn't something intangible. It wasn't intangible growth. Intangible growth are things like um, faith, love, patience, peace, joy. Those things are not tangible. Okay. They are things that you can't touch, but it is something you can feel, so to speak. But it's nothing that you can physically touch. I can't just touch this phone, you know? I can't just do this with those things that are not tangible, which I just listed. Now, however, when he spoke this thing to me, it was more like um tangible. It felt tangible, like there's a tangible growth. If anybody know anything, I have, a few businesses and, ministry. So when he was talking about tangible growth, these are things that I'm going to be able to touch. I'm going to physically be able to see. And this is for you. You will be able to physically touch and see and feel this growth that he is about to give to you. Um, it goes without saying that when you go through something, you are always going to go through it and receive growth in the intangible sense. It's inevitable. Whatever lesson that we're supposed to learn, we're going to learn it, right? But there are times, sometimes I think we forget about the tangible growth because a lot of us, let's be honest, we need that tangible growth right now, right? So God is saying that he's going to give you something you can feel, something you can touch, something you can physically see with your eyes. You will experience that. You will have that growth. So don't worry about everything that you're going through because there's growth coming after this. Be encouraged.